Hi everyone. I have a question in my comments that I thought would be a good topic, pretty much, but it's going to be quick. Um, what's the difference in a person with Munchausen syndrome and narcissism? That's a really good question. Got to give it some thought. And when you look at what Munchausen is, when usually a mother, but I guess it could be a father too, but you only usually hear about it as being a woman, women usually getting the Munchausen thing, um, where they purposely make their children sick or make somebody sick in order to garner attention and sympathy for themselves. Well, that's the definition of narcissism. See, once again, like bullying is a weapon of narcissism, so is Munchausen syndrome. See, when the medical community, I think, and when the psychological community tries to make all these different diseases and conditions, they do it for two reasons, I think. One, believe it or not, they're not smart enough to drill down to the core root of the issue. So, like, well, this person is a bully, this person has Munchausen syndrome, this person does this person does that. When you got to look at what the desired effect of doing these things is, and that is to feed their narcissistic supply and garner sympathy and attention for themselves. See, every narcissist is a bit different in where they get their narcissistic supply from. But at the end of the day, it all comes back to them being the center of attention. Now, some need it more than others, and to me, Munchausen syndrome is probably I have a hard time thinking of something worse than making your own child sick or making somebody vulnerable sick so you'll garner sympathy for yourself. But that's narcissism. Okay, so what the medical community does and the psychological community does, it labels the tactics as its own disease. That's not the disease. The problem is narcissism. The problem is this overbearing need to be the center of attention. Whether you're making your child sick or gaslighting or bad mouthing or creating flying monkeys, or however your narcissist likes to get their narcissistic supply, whatever their abuse tactic is meaningless. Is meaningless. Because what is the core of the problem? Where is the problem being generated from? The problem is generated out of narcissism, out of the need for the narcissist to be the constant center of attention, to garner sympathy, to have everybody crying at their feet, and to do whatever they want them to do. It's narcissism. To me, it doesn't matter if it's Munchausen's or bullying or borderline personality disorder or histrionic personality disorder, or being being an enabler or creating flying. It doesn't matter. The root cause is narcissism. It's narcissism. And until narcissism is addressed as a whole, because how would you treat somebody with Munchausen's? Why do you need to make your child sick? Why do you need to make, no, why do you feel you need to be the center of attention about everything, you lunatic? Why? So to label it Munchausen's or to label it whatever you want to label it does the condition a disservice, okay? Because it makes it seem like, oh, this person just has a desired need to make their child sick and they're sick. No, they don't. They have a desired need to be the center of attention, to get their narcissistic supply using Munchausen's or whatever other weapon of narcissism they're using. Yeah, you need to identify what the method is of gaining their narcissistic supply, but unless you are going to take on narcissism as a whole and deal with the narcissism itself, Munchausen is pretty much useless. It's like, to me, I look at it at the gun debate. It's when you blame when a criminal shoots somebody or somebody shoots somebody, they want to blame the gun. The gun doesn't do it. You're doing it. There's something innate in you. It's not the gun. It's the controlling person of the gun, of the weapon. Okay, so what's controlling the weapon of Munchausen is the narcissist. The narcissism is what needs to be addressed. So I hope that clears it up a little bit. That's just my opinion on the matter. Let me know what you think. Again, thank you for everybody who's contributed to the GoFundMe. We're almost at 70% of goal now, over $3,300. Let's really push it. Let's really push it, because I really do want to get this all taken care of by the end of the month and get the ball rolling fully. Thank you for everybody who supported me in my last thread, in my last video. I'm not getting involved in that. I see what's going on in there. I deleted a couple people who were just outright abusive, okay? But the point of that video was just was for me to vent a little bit and to get it out there in case there were any other questions. So the link to the GoFundMe is once again in the description box. Please help out or even share if you can. This is Ollie Matthews. I'll see you all again soon.